In this video, I'm going to make this modern drink table, which was requested by one of the viewers. This table is constructed of the same material that I used to make the modern outdoor chair, and you can use any material that fits your budget. I cut 9 pieces of 2x4 down to 14 inches, which will be 4 pieces for the bottom and 5 pieces for the top. And I wanted some kind of overhang on the top part of the table. These are all the pieces of wood you need to build this table, and I will have all the measurements down in the description. If you don't have a thickness planer, then no worries, you can still achieve similar result with a sander. I'm using this machine to take off a thin layer from the wood. Since the edge of the wood is round, I'm using my table saw to create a straight edge. So now I'm going to take one of my clamps and use that as a straight edge so that I can line these pieces of wood up, and this part is the leg to the table. Now square at the bottom of the table foot so I can get a visual on where to mark the leg. Since the leg will sit center of the foot, I found a center point of the bottom, and then I marked the middle line up from the 2 pieces of wood on that point. As I'm holding the piece of wood in place, I want to check the measurement on both sides to make sure that I have this dead center. And now I want to trace out the leg onto the foot. Now I'm going to take this section over to the bandsaw and now cut it out, and this is the finished results. Sorry about the blurriness here, but we want this to be pretty snug when we put it together. The leg is made of 2 pieces, so I'm going to join the 2 using biscuits. All the slots are cut open. Now glue both sides and insert the biscuit, and now we're going to put the 2 together. Now clamp them together, and as that dries, we're going to move our focus over to the feet. Now I'm going to mark all my biscuit joints and repeat the same thing we did for the leg. I used 2 3-inch screws to attach the feet to the leg, and I countersink those so that it can sit flush within the wood. As the bottom is drying, it's time to move my focus over to the top. And the way the design is for the leg to actually sit within one of the 2x4, not off to the edge like the bottom is. So it's going to be a little bit of a difference, but this is how I wanted the design to be. I took a few measurements from the bottom so that I can line that up directly in the center of one of the 2x4. And it should look something like this. I set up a stop on my drill press because I don't want to remove the entire middle section. I just want to drill it out about 3/4 of the way down. And I want to continue drilling out the hole until I get it all the way to the edge, and it should look something like this. Now I use a chisel to clean out the slot. And if all goes well, it should fit pretty snug. Now to make sure the legs sit all the way into the top, I'm going to mark the depth of that and then transfer it over to the leg. Now hammer it down to the line. And now mark the sections to put in the biscuit and repeat the same step we did in the previous part of the video. Since this is the top, I want to reinforce it for some kind of weight load, and I'm going to use 3-inch screws and make it go halfway through both pieces of wood along with the biscuit joints. And since I get asked a ton of questions about the weight limit of the things I build, I'm going to do a weight test, and I'm going to put 25 pounds to make sure it can support that. Anything above that shouldn't even be on the table. The last piece of 2x4 is not screwed in place, it's only glued. And with this design, you can't find one screw anywhere. And now it's time to get down to business and sand this thing smooth so we can put a finish on it. I taped off the top, then gave the legs 2 coats of paint. Once the paint dried, I taped that off and then I stained the top. I applied the first layer of urethane, let that sit for 4 hours, and then I came back, sanded it down, and I applied one final coat on top of that. So I just so happen to have a good stash of these felt pads, which seems to work out great as legs to the table because I don't want the wood sitting on the bare ground. So thanks for watching this video. As you can see, I practically took scrap pieces of wood and made this piece of art, which I really like this table. Hope you guys like it too as well. Let me know what you think down in the comment. If you have any question, definitely feel free to hit me up, and also don't forget to catch me on the social media. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. My links are down in the description, and not all my projects are for everybody, but hopefully it can give everybody some kind of idea on their next projects. And like I said, guys, if you guys find this helpful, give me a thumbs up and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.